Alright, we're gonna start off with some of these my thrift store pickups. As you can see, these will be I'm gonna just show all the jackets in this part, on this part right here, all my thrift store pickups. But see, I got a couple of jackets I found. Some of them are on my website, on my shop. Matter of fact, let me just say that, let me correct myself. Follow me on Instagram at Youngthriftking. That's Youngthriftking, just spelled Young, Thrift, and just King. On Instagram, I have all pictures of everything that I'm selling, or just pictures of me just thrift shopping. And there's a link in my profile to my shop. And pretty much everything is, I'm not overpriced. Well, I don't feel like I'm overpriced as much as a lot of the people do. But, this is just the beginning of me just finding a few things and just selling them. Just extra side cash, just if I just find something for, somebody wanted or whatever. Vinted, I sell the shop on Vinted, Vinted. That, like I said, there's a link in my profile. Go straight to that, to the shop. And, a lot of the shipping, like for t-shirts, is just $3 if it's like if it weighs like a certain amount, like a half a pound, like 0.5 ounces or something like that. I said a half a pound, like 0.5 ounces. Like a lot of the t-shirts weigh like that. So some of the shipping for that would just be like $3, and if it weighs a little bit more than that, like regular t-shirts or jerseys or anything, the shipping just be like regular price, like $6, like $6.50, and pretty much the tennis shoes and things like that, which I don't try to sell so much tennis shoes, but shipping to be like that, be like for $13. But like I said, when I find stuff at the thrift, pretty much it didn't cost me too much, so I'm not trying to flip it like 100 times 100 times or whatever. But and of course you can always make offers. But let's just get straight into it. I'm not trying to make this video long, but this is I guess they would call this a pea coat. I was almost trying to say trench coat, but I guess they call it a pea coat. This is a Guess. Very nice. I was surprised to find it. It was very clean, very, very clean. Guess, size medium. It's a little bit small for me, a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you, let me see, size medium, like I said. Hope y'all can see that. Has a little chain link in it inside. But in the inside, it has an inside liner coat that actually removes. Actually can zip that out. I ain't gonna zip it all the way out because I have to put it back. But it actually zips all the way around. It zips all the way around and comes out. So you could just wear it as just an open coat, or you could just actually just wear it just like that, and almost looks like it's like a sweater or something. I guess turtleneck or sweater. It almost looked like a sweater. So it's very clean. It's very clean. I was surprised to find it, even when I was cashing out on it. They was like, "Oh, where'd you find this at?" Or whatever. Y'all sell the stuff. So I'm not asking for too much for that. Stuff like that. Pea coats, usually be like, a cheap pea coat looks like they probably range from like 60, like probably like 50, 45, I'll say, for the cheap ones. And it can go up from like $250 to, depending on what brand, but Guess is a very decent brand, and something like this probably costs you like $130, $150. But like I said, just go on my website, on my Instagram, and the link is in my profile. And that's just a little something that I got that's on my shop. Right here, I found this in a thrift. I'm a Florida boy, so Jacksonville, Duval County to be exact. But this is a vintage Orlando Magic starter jacket. Right here, see that? It says Magic right there. It has the starter logo right there. There's the starter. Zip up logo. Has the old Orlando Magic symbol. Buttons up. I'm actually keeping this. I'm just showing you. I'm actually just showing you. I found this in a thrift for like $6. Says Orlando Magic spelled out. The Magic Ball logo. NBA right there. The hood is actually removable. Actually can zip it up, zip it off. I'm sorry. Actually can zip that off. But it's very nice. Very nice. Actually, I'm actually keeping that. So I ain't gonna show too much of that. But I'm just showing you my thrift finds that I find. And here is actually a pair of pants I got on the inside. I believe this is vintage. Like I said, I'm just learning about just the tag logos on finding out if it's vintage or not. But Reebok, it says Reebok on the sleeve. It says Rep Reebok. It's like some weights right there. Circle, stitched, embroidered. And on the back it has a big logo of the Rep with the weights. Reebok. It says define yourself. Gray sides all the way on the sleeves right there. And I actually found this in a thrift, and it had a the reason I say it's vintage because this is a metal zipper. This is metal, and they don't make metal zippers no more on jackets, or at least on regular jackets. They probably make them metal on something expensive, very expensive, some Prada type jackets. But if you find like a Nike, Reebok, Adidas or something that has a metal zipper, not that plastic. Yeah, plastic. They've been stopped making metal on zippers, trying to make them cheap. But back then, they was making jackets real good quality. And like I said, when I found this in a thrift, it had these stains all up on the side right here. And I didn't know if it was gonna come out or not. The jacket was only like $6 or $7. It wasn't the color of the day to where I got it for half off. I wouldn't probably complain. But I just went to the register and I complained about it, set the stain, and he said, no problem, I'll give it to you half off. So I got it for like $2.50, like $3 or something, like $3. So that's definitely good. And I actually gonna keep this. I actually had it on the site to sell it. Let me open it. I actually had it on the site to sell it, but I wore it one day and I just said, this is a fucking good ass jacket. Like, I actually can feel the difference in quality of this from newer jackets that I have. And I'm actually probably gonna sell my newer jackets and just try to find as many old jackets as I can with good quality in it. Oh, and I actually found the pants to go with them on a separate day. These are Reebok. There's nothing on them. Like, matter of fact, the stain, see? Well, no, that's probably mud for me. Damn. I don't even know what that shit came from. That probably was when I wore it and I just put it back up. But these are actually Reeboks too. But the only thing about it, I said I wanted to find some pants to go with them, to match them. And I said I was never probably gonna find some black Reebok windbreaker pants. And I actually walked and I seen some with the striped side on the side, but with the gray sides. But actually the gray, as you can see, the gray is a little darker, but I don't even care. I got these for $2 at the thrift, and these are Reebok. Doesn't have no big logo or anything on it, just on the inside. I'm sorry if I'm holding the camera and moving it. Dang, not even paying attention. I'm just talking and just moving my hand around with the camera. But these are Reebok. And I was like, damn, I actually walked in a couple days later. Matter of fact, not even a couple days later, just going on the thrift every weekend or so. And I walked right into these, man. I just said, let me see these. I looked at it, and okay, it actually says Reebok. It has a little small little Reebok, if that focus. It's not gonna focus for me.
That's what I'm talking about. What's happening with it?
All right, fuck it. But like I said, it says Reebok. It says Reebok. I'm trying to go fast as I can. The Reebok size small. It actually says size small. I do not know why this is not focusing. There we go. Size medium. This size medium. They actually just a little bit. Okay, I call it fitted. It's a little bit fitted. It's not as loose as, like, I kind of like it, but it's 2018. Well, it's actually 2019 and the beginning of the year, and that's just kind of the style. Like, baggy stuff is not in anymore. I mean, fitted. And I don't do skinny, but fitted and just something just comfortable at least. It's funny when you look back in time and back when I was going to school, the baggy pants and all that stuff, oversized t-shirts and all that stuff was big. And then you look at the old pictures, you're like, damn, that shit looks stupid. Like, I just want to wear regular clothes, my size, exact size. But anyway, that's what I found, and I actually keeping this, man. I actually had this up for sale. I was probably posting this up, the whole fit, for like $40, man. That's like how my price range goes. Like, it's just $40. I found, like I said, I found the jacket. I got the jacket for $3 and found the pants for $5. I was just gonna sell it for like $35. Just get $30 off of it, bro. Very clean, but I'm not gonna zip that up. Damn. But yeah, I'm trying to go fast. I'm gonna zoom through these. This is simple. This is just a Tommy Hilfiger jacket. It almost looked like a raincoat, but it's not waterproof or anything. It has a little Velcro, like wrist adjustments on it. And this actually has metal zippers on it. Well, I'm not gonna say metal. It's a little. Yeah, they're not plastic. It is not plastic, and this actually feels good too. You can tell when you got a nice, decent jacket, the way the zipper zips up. It doesn't it doesn't get stuck. When you're trying to zip it up, man, you can zip straight up. But this is Velcro too. It has a Velcro over the zipper. It has the little Tommy logo on now. I do not know why my camera's not focusing. There it goes. It has a Tommy logo, and on the inside, Tommy Hilfiger. Actually had this up on the site, but I said I'm gonna keep it. Like, once you wear it, you find it, you just want to sell it, then you wear it, you're like, man, fuck that, I'm finna just keep this shit. Like, fuck it. Like, I'll find some more other shit to sell. It has the waist adjustments. It has the Tommy logo. Well, it actually says Hilfiger on it. But yeah, that's a nice jacket, man. Plus I got a lot of Tommy Hilfiger. I find a lot of Tommy Hilfiger polos and shirts in the thrift, so I just got a whole full fit when I wear a shirt. I like the Tommy Hilfiger pants too, in the shorts. I'm starting to just grab those when I see those in my size. And it has the hood on it, so it has a hood. It has nothing on the back or anything. What the inside look like. That's that. So it's pretty comfortable. It's just a nice little, wind, cool, chilly jacket. Well, Found this in the thrift. It had brand new with tags on it. This is definitely new age. And it looked like somebody wore this one time. It says PlayStation on the inside. It doesn't have a tag on it. That's how you definitely know it's new age. It's tagless. They weren't doing that back in the 90s or the 80s. And vintage means 20 years old, man. Like, some of these people be saying, like, vintage. Oh, and it has Japanese on the side. It says Japan 1994. It says Japan 1994. Whatever that would say, I would assume PlayStation in Japanese. And it says PlayStation on top, PS. And some people like to say PlayStation came out in 96, and you definitely don't know. It says Japan. It came out in Japan in 94, man. So, anyway, and does it say something on this side? Yeah, it says Japan, 1994. I'm sorry if I'm going fast, and if I'm not, I'm actually looking at the clothes instead of looking at the camera. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. But Japan 94 on the sleeve, and it has, like I said, on that side, and I would assume it says not Japan 94, because the numbers would be 94, I believe. But it has Japanese. I don't know if you can read that or not, but Found that in the thrift. It was brand new with tags, like I said. And I'm gonna keep it because they don't have it online. And everybody else that's selling theirs used is selling for like $60, $80. And every time I wear this out, everybody says they just like my jacket. So I like it when I wear stuff and people just compliment on it. Ask me where I got it from, and I tell them I got it at the thrift for like $3. You think I'm playing? I go every weekend or as much as I can. Whenever I just got a few change, even $10, $12, you can come up on some shit. I mean, at least at the stores that I'm at, especially where I moved. I moved from Florida to Atlanta, and where I was at in Florida, their Goodwills and thrifts wasn't maxed out like this. Like some of these people's stuff is, they just get rid of it. They just get rid of that shit, and I save a lot of money. Save a lot of money finding brand new stuff in there, and especially like old stuff that's in very good condition. But right here is an Atlanta Hawks NBA member 68 jacket. You saw the NBA metal zippers. This is level wear. I looked this up. This jacket's like this going for like $120 brand new. But I got this at the thrift for like for $6. I didn't get this half off. But this was like $6. $6, excuse me. It says level wear on the inside. If I didn't show you that, size small, but I can fit it. It fits like a fitted large, and this is actually up for sale. First, I wanted to wear it because it kind of has that motorcycle Michael Jackson jacket feel to it. You can fit it, but it's not big and baggy. But I actually got this up for sale. Let me show you the inside. I gotta do this with one hand, and it actually has a nice little color. It shows you the nice little red strip, yellow outline. If you want to have it open, feels comfortable. It's a little spandexy. I think it's like 94% and like 6% of spandex, I believe. Yep, it's like 90. So it actually stretches a little bit if you got big arms or something like that. Like a little muscular or something like that. So it actually fits me fine. I wear like a large or extra large in the jacket. That said small. So when I seen it said small, I put it on. I said, this shit fits. Like it actually fits. But in my shop, I actually got the dimensions on it. So I do that when I see something that just don't look like its size. It says one size on the shirt, but it actually doesn't look like it. So I actually would put the dimensions in it from armpit to armpit, from shoulder to bottom, and I actually measured the sleeves on the sleeves on it. So if you want to purchase that, that's actually on the website. That's actually on my shop. So like I said, go on my shop through my Instagram, and the link is in the profile, Youngthriftking, and yeah, that's up for sale. I'm not gonna quote the price on it because I don't know exactly where I priced it at. Right here, this is a Sean John like bomber jacket. Sean John, I think this is a 2010. I know it by heart as much as I be on my Instagram and I just kind of look back at my posts and stuff like that. Matter of fact, how do I know it's 2010? Because some of the clothes that they'll make actually have a year tag on it. A lot of the Tommy Hilfiger polos have this. That's where I learned that at. It says 05, 10. That's the month and the year. 05, 10. So this is like a 9-year-old jacket now. Well, 8-year-old jacket. Very clean. Got this out the thrift, man. This is like midnight blue. This is actually blue. This has a good zipper on it too. I don't know if it's metal. No, this is not metal, but this is very hard. It's like a good plastic or something. It's a size 2X. Very nice jacket. Has black strips on it right here on the pocket line. Button up on the pockets. Simple. Has a black outline. If you can see it in the light, it's actually blue. I thought it was black, but it turns out to be blue. Blue, and it's black. Has a black outline right there. Has a black strip right there for the shoulder. It's very clean and simple. I got something like that on the website for like, I'm not gonna quote the price, but it's on my website, man. Like I said, go on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Youngthriftking. Now I got this. I actually sold this to somebody, and then when they got it, they said they didn't want it because the zipper didn't zip up. But look what the hell I just did. I got the jacket and instantly zipped the jacket up. So I don't know what he was talking about, but I ended up, like I said, with the other jackets that I said I had it posted up. Said I was gonna sell it. I wear it to the store and said, fuck it, I'm gonna keep this. This is a Nike ACG jacket. Let me show you the logo. I'm sorry if I'm gonna actually sit right here because I'm gonna actually sit right here. It's actually a Nike ACG jacket. This thing is like waterproof, windproof. It actually had got all kind of zippers on the pocket. This is actually a bright yellow. I do not know why my camera shows it like a light banana, like light yellow, but it's actually bright yellow. Gray has the Velcro wrist adjustments. I don't know if that's 3M or not. I don't believe so. Matter of fact, I don't know. I gotta take a picture of it to see, but I can't tell if 3M or not. But this is very nice. It actually has like a little lid for that hoodie. If you can see that, it has like a little rim. It has a rim lid like for the hat when you wear it. And this is very good. I actually sold it. I sold it on Poshmark, and I don't want to deal with Poshmark. And they take a lot of cut out of when you sell stuff, so it makes it hard to price something up. And then you only getting like, I believe like I believe I sold this for $20. So if I sell it for $20, the shipping would be $6-7 for them, and I was only gonna make $16 for it. But they kind of look at that like, I'm not trying to spend $26 for that. Can I be 16? And you sell it for 16, you're probably only gonna get like $10 for it. And I rather deal with Vinted. Vinted doesn't cut me out, so that's why I'm able to price things exactly how much I'm gonna get for it. So if I was gonna sell this, it probably would have been $16, and you just pay the shipping, and that would have been bad instead of me selling it for like $25 or $20, and you still got to pay the shipping for it. And very nice jacket. I decided to keep this fucking jacket. He gave it back to me and gave him his money back. And I said, fuck, this is a good ass jacket, man. Good ass jacket. That says all condition gears.
It's not like I have anywhere else to go.
All condition gear. Thank you for focusing. I don't know why it wants to do that. My crappy phone. But let's go to the next one. And that's not for sale. That's not for sale. But I'm just kind of showing you like things that I find in the thrift, and that my kind of style of things that I kind of can see selling, and the things that I like that I would grab. That's what guess that's what I'm kind of showing. And but some of the stuff is on the website for sale. This is my Florida gate. I'm a Florida fan, so I'm from Florida. So anything Florida, from Tallahassee to Miami, man, I'm Florida. As long as that shit got Florida on it, man, I'm repping it. So that's me. It has the Gators, definitely vintage, genuine stuff, G stuff. Stand for genuine stuff, genuine brand. This is like a size medium, and for some reason, like the older clothes, like their sizes is weird, and I guess that makes sense because like way back then in 80s, 90s, like dudes was like Wiz Khalifa skinny. So stuff like that, this would be big to him. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, like, everybody's kind of built, heavily built, but they just like to wear tight clothes for some reason. But This actually fits me. This fits me good. But it says genuine stuff on the inside tag. I'm sorry for covering up the light. It said genuine stuff. I'm sorry for having a hanger on the inside, because I find myself, I'm just gonna throw this right back up. Inside. Is this made in the USA? Nah, it's not made in the USA. But it's definitely vintage. Definitely 90s. They don't make stuff like this anymore. Or this good of quality. Yeah, for this would be an old jacket. Look how good it still looks. And whoever had it kept it in good condition, and just the good quality of it. Like, it's nothing loose, no loose threads or anything. No, nothing loose. But that's mine. That's mine. I'm keeping that. And I have this Izod Lacrosse vintage jacket. And I do a lot of research on just even watching other thrifters find stuff, and when they say vintage, I hope they describe why they call it vintage. And I watch a lot of them, from Paul Cantu to a whole bunch of just random people. I just watch anybody that just likes to go thrifting. I just follow them. I mean, I just watch them, a lot of their videos, and even following them on Instagram or anything like that. And I just Google up what is vintage, what is, like, how do you know something is vintage if it doesn't have the tag on it? And I'm learning, and a lot of it is through the stitching. They don't stitch clothes like they used to. The tags, like none of, like, old Nike tags is not gonna look like how the tags look today. A lot of the matter of fact, a lot of the clothes is tagless, so that's how you know some of the stuff is not. It's not vintage. If it's tagless, it's not vintage. If they just printed it on the back of the shirt, they just like that's some new 20. That's like some new 2000 and after, maybe. Some of the stuff they still kept, but vintage would be about the year 2000. I would call that. It's only 19 years, 18, 19 years. That's pretty close. But 2000, 2001, 2002. When it gets to 2002, 3, I wouldn't even call it vintage. I'll just say the year where I found it. The year that it is, I wouldn't even call that vintage. But if I know that's the year, even if I don't know the year, I'm not gonna call it vintage. I try my best to look it up as much as I can. But even if somebody else posted, oh, it's vintage, what is vintage to you? I mean, technically the definition of vintage is 20 years and older. And when it gets to 100 years, that's called antique. That's just me. For some people who even like to just buy stuff, like, how do you know? Just peace of mind of just letting you know that I know what vintage is. And if I know it's vintage, I'm gonna call it vintage. If I don't know, I'm not gonna call it vintage. But like I said, this is Izod Lacrosse, and they are not together. They joined together. I don't know when they joined brands together, but they stopped in like 1992, 93, I'll say 94. So if you find a Lacrosse, and look, that has a blue gate on it, on the logo, and on the tag brand. And they don't make clothes no more. So when it's Izod Lacrosse, that's very old, early 90s, and definitely vintage. So it's not made in the US. No. And a lot of the clothes is made in the US is vintage. If it says made in the USA, it's most likely vintage. It's very few, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 companies that make clothes in the US still. But it's not how they used to. They went all overseas now. They all the factories went all overseas. So definitely, if you find something that says made in the USA, it's most likely vintage. That's a good clue of saying it's vintage. It's a good idea. You can just look at the tag or whatever. But this is an Izod. I'm actually keeping this. I'm sorry for doing too much talking. Nothing on the back. Has a concealed hood too. Has a zipper, and actually the hood comes out. I'm not gonna do all that. You know what a hood looks like. Same color as the jacket. Very simple. I liked this. I got it for like I got this for like $12. Jackets like these going for like $60, $50 easy online. That's easy. If they just want to get rid of it for whatever reason, they just want some money right quick. I mean, you can. Hey, you good if you catch them. If you can catch it for a good price like that. But usually it'll be stained up or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna sell something that's perfect condition. But I got lucky. I've got lucky a couple times and found some stuff. Perfect condition. It was super old, and they were supposed to sell that for way more than that. But I'm actually keeping that. I'm keeping this. Nice Isaac across. Tommy Hilfiger. I believe this is on the website. Like I said, Instagram, Youngthriftking. The link to my shop is in the links in the profile. So this is a Tommy Hilfiger quarter zip sweater. That says, like I said, I told you, Tommy Hilfiger has a lot of their year tags inside the clothes. That says 2010. It says 0610. It's not trying to focus on me. But this is actually for sale. Quarter zip. That's a half. This is a dark brown. Has like a double layer collar. Size large. Just a simple sweater. Casual light sweater. Very simple. I said I was gonna get rid of it. I said I'd get rid of it. So just check the website on the shop to see if I posted that up though. Pretty nice sweater. And I found, I don't know if this is vintage, but I'm not gonna call it vintage. But the only sign that I said that I seen was it has a metal zipper. Very hard, very good zipper handle. This is Adidas Venezuela FVF soccer jacket. Adidas. The only way I say it's not a vintage jacket, that Adidas logo on the tag. They used to have that leaf. They used to have that like little weed, little 3-leaf logo. And a lot of that is vintage, and this is not made in the USA. That's how I know it's not vintage. It's not vintage, but this is a size medium. I believe this is on the website too. This is a very good ass jacket. I can tell you that. And on the back it says Venezuela on the back. Venezuela on the back has zipper pockets too. Like I said, you don't find jackets that have metal zippers, even zippers period on the jacket. They'll just be pockets, or maybe they'll try to keep it fancy and give you a Velcro. But metal zippers, you know, this is pretty old, but I ain't gonna say vintage, but good jacket. And like I said, that was just all the jackets that I found in the thrift. I actually got more jackets, but they're in storage, and I didn't want to have all that stuff in my apartment. So this is what I got that I'm gonna keep, and got it up for sale. So check me out on Instagram, Youngthriftking. The link to the shop is inside the profile. So just check me out. You might find something. Even just offer me. You can probably offer me something. You know, we'll work something out. So yeah, that's my thrift finds for just the jackets. And yeah. I want her picture up in every squad.